There it is. Cricket Sky Ranch. Well, I brought this old lady in. She's been through it. She's been on many horses. She's pretty. She's pretty rough, but she's still good. She does her job. I haven't kept her oiled up like I used to, but she has been in the camper house. You know, I keep that room in there. Now, tack rooms and stuff like that, we all know they're not air conditioned. They're usually a little corner section of a barn somewhere that they've closed off, and all the tack is kept there. But when I stopped riding, she was on the saddle stand in my barn. And then eventually when I cleaned out the barn, I took her, cleaned her real good, oiled her down, and put her in the camper house. Took her stand and everything and put it out there. And then just recently when I started, hold on one second. Recently when I started doing that clean out, I pulled her out onto the porch. So I went ahead and re-oiled her down in here. And
oh, wait a second.
yeah. So this, I carved this in it with a burner. Lord have mercy. Levi's 30. So I would say 32 years ago. That's, I mean, saddles last a long time. We've had saddles. Well, Daddy, back when we were kids and rode saddles, we had saddles that were Dad's, and you know, and from when he was younger. So, or when he was riding, they just are try to keep them good. If you keep a good saddle oiled and cleaned up, they'll last a long time. You may have to replace certain things, like and your cinch and some of your straps. Straps are, it's not in bad shape. It don't look brand new, but it's not supposed to look brand new. And then I do have a split right here. I noticed that a long time ago. It's a little split in the leather here, but it's still a good saddle, and that's what's going to be going on Big Boy's back. As soon as I do have 2 hacks. I told Daniel he could have a hack. I had an extra, but he said he ordered a bridle, a new bridle. Well, he didn't have a bridle, so he had to order a bridle, although I didn't know I had 2 hacks. I thought I had a bit bridle and a hack bridle, because I thought Dabney came with a bit. Now, if she did, I must have done something with it already, gave it to somebody or something, because I never really liked a bit. I always wanted my horses to use hacks. That way they didn't have anything in their mouth. But when we were kids, that's all we ever had were bits. Bridle, with the bit, the one that goes in the mouth. So anyway, I've got this oiled down. I might do another oil on it before I start putting it on him, but maybe tonight I might oil it because it's still dry. I mean, well, leather you can scratch in anyway, but there's little marks and stuff that's just but it is, it's I would say somewhere between 32 and 35 years old. I was dating Levi's dad when I got it, and shortly after we were together, I got another horse. I don't remember that horse. I don't think I had her very long, but that's when I decided I was so proud of being a Wales. That didn't last long. That I put my initials in the strap. And then on my saddle pad, which is still out there at the camper house, I have Crooked Sky Ranch on the side of it, or at least it says Crooked Sky. I can't remember. I did that on the leather on the side of the pad because Dad back then would randomly sometimes say, because we were always the Lazy Six. That was the name of our, you know, it sounds funny if I say a ranch, but, you know, that's sort of what Dad always just referred to us. That was our, he was going to make me so mad in a minute if he flips that. You've already changed it now and you can't get back to where you were. Anyway, that was our brand. The Lazy Six was the brand. And then, but we seen a movie called Crooked Sky. And Dad started saying something like changing our thing to Crooked Sky. So it was sort of during that time. So I wrote Crooked Sky on the side of my saddlebag, the blanket, with that burner, with that leather burner. Anyway, this is my old saddle, and I'm gonna put probably another thing of oil. I'm gonna oil it down one more time, maybe tonight. Anyway, it's gonna be going on his back pretty soon. I'm gonna show y'all. I'll keep y'all all. I'm gonna keep all you guys updated on everything though. Probably throw I started to say Bennett, not Bennett. Probably throw Jake up there. Let him see how he's gonna do before I can't attempt to get on him right now with my knee, but as soon as I can, I want to ride. I haven't ridden in years. Dabney was not a rideable horse. She had arthritis in her legs, so she was literally here only to do nothing but graze. Hold on. Dabney was only here to graze. I knew that she would never be a horse that we rode. I put Connor on her back every now and then when she was, you know, up feeding her or whatever, and he was with me. I'd throw him up there on top of her. But she was never a rideable horse. But he is, as long as he hasn't been too, it's been a long time since he's been ridden, but it doesn't mean he's completely unrideable again. It just means that we'll have to have somebody, whether it be Jake or whether I get Mr. Lewis out here again, the one that did his feet. Somebody's got to get him to where he's good enough that I can hop on him and take a ride to the river, because I really do miss that stuff. So I'm not going to say I'm too old to do it. I'm just going to say that I need to get prepared to do it. Anyway, I told Daniel, I said I may ride one time and then never be able to walk again. Anyway, I'm going to go. I might take y'all outside with me in a minute. I'm not for sure. But I'll see y'all in a little bit. There it is. Crooked Sky Ranch. Oh my gosh. And I have it on this side over here too. And then I brought the bridle in too, over here, right here. There's nothing fancy, but you know, you just don't get rid of tack. Tack is expensive, and back then there wasn't places like Tractor Supply where you might get it at halfway, or even Amazon. You can order a lot of tack off Amazon. I don't know how good it is, but back then, back when I was, you know, growing up, you had a feed store, or you had Western places, specifically, even some Western wear places sold tack. So I know that I bought my saddle at the livestock auction barn. There was a guy outside the auction barn where, you know, cattle and horses and stuff were running through. That's where I bought my saddle. So, but you can see my pad is blue and my bridle is blue. And then if anybody doesn't know what a hack is, there is no bit. This hangs behind the neck, and this chain is what stops him. When he feels the chain go up against his neck, he stops. So yeah, I think I was looking at this trying to think, did I replace this? Because it's black, and I feel like it would have been blue originally. But this is what goes around. I need to spray this with something right here. It looks like it's pretty. But this is what goes. This goes over his head. This is in front of his face, above his eyes. This is on his nose, above his nose, in front of his nose. And then this is what goes around his neck and sort of basically holds the bridle on. So this part, if this part ever pulls off, then it would just be gone. He would have no bridle. So this part hooks around his neck with this little hook, but I think I need to, yeah, that looks pretty. Look at that. Yeah, I think I need to replace this. Yeah, they don't even move anymore. All right, but anyway, I got them both in. Oh, yeah, well, this part still moves. Yeah, I must just clean it up, get some WD-40 on it. Anyway, that's it. As soon as I get a chance, well, I mean, I can actually put it on him anytime. And then my lead, also, my blue lead, which is already out there in the barn, goes with, I mean, don't go with it, but it's blue too. I got it all at the same time. And like I said, I've had it all. I started to say I may have had the bridle since Sierra, but I don't remember because I feel like I would not have had I wouldn't have bought Sierra a blue bridle. If that's because Sierra was when I was a teenager. So I'm thinking that I bought all of this when I got my horse around the time that I started dating Levi's dad. And that's why it's all sort of blue. The lead is blue, bridle's blue, saddle pad's blue. Don't look down there. Levi's got garbage to take out, and that's where I was cleaning the saddle, and there was I dripped some oil down there. So anyway, I got to clean up in here. All right, I'm going to get outside and feed up for the evening. And I think tomorrow I'm going to put the bridle on him, see how he takes to the bridle. And then maybe get Jake down here we'll put the saddle on him and see what'll happen. Anyway, all right, guys. What? He says he'll see you tomorrow. What? Oh, never mind. He did not say see y'all tomorrow. He says he wants Little Caesars tomorrow. Let me clarify what he said. Do you want to tell these good people goodbye and good night? What? Levi, I'm trying to sign off and they can see you in the camera. Do you want to tell them hi or bye or anything?
Bye.
You want to give them a wave? Okay, Little Caesars, I heard you. All right, love you guys. God bless y'all. Katie, I'm trying to do a video.